Hello and good morning, fellas. JJ Edwards here with another live trading and tape reading. We are looking at MNQ M6 chart. That's micro Nasdaq. It's London session, Monday, April 27. I set the volume profile on the left hand side of the screen. Allow me to remove myself to check the value area high, value area low, and the point of control. Over here, we have the value area low. That's around 27,411. So for now, I am waiting to see if this price can provide support for Nasdaq. A bit back, we have one feeding zone in here. That's why I would like to mark it. There it is. That's our feed. Now, currently over here, we have 116 contracts lots sold near the feed at the value area low. Value area low is jumping up. Let's get back to our camera. On the other hand, at the highs, we have equal or relevant highs. I would like to mark that as well. Okay, we do have this sell. So if these sellers would be trapped after the price takes out this liquidity, that would provide an opportunity to go long on Nasdaq. So that's what I'm waiting for. The cumulative volume delta is also decreasing, as you can see in the chart. So we are in a healthy downtrend market. I don't see any exhaustion. Therefore, we sit on our hands until the market provides more information. I will update this chart as soon as it's in the picture. That order is filled. Let's move this stop to the low. And as for the stop, there is a tiny gap in here, right there. So I would like to target that one. It's more than a 1 to 2. It's a good risk to reward. It should fill this gap. I can move the take profit slightly lower because 1 to 2 would be $150. That would be enough. But this is $185. Now I have a tail. I want to move my stop below this tail. It already filled this gap right here. We have a long tail. I do not see a breakout structure, or I'm not positive that the price can potentially reverse from here because that liquidity sweep did not happen yet. My eyes are on this black line. So until then, I will keep my bias for short-term trades. Or if it doesn't take this low and breaks above these highs, maybe I can find a position to go long on Nasdaq. If the price hits my target and I see a tail or a rejection from this box, I might short it because this box has 1, 2, 3 bullish candles. 50% of these 3 bullish candles is where I want to see a tail. That makes these buyers trapped. Okay, the TP is hit. Now my eyes are on this black line. I want to see tail and a rejection from this part. If it does, I'd be positive that the downtrend should potentially continue. Let's go 5 contract sell. I will keep this pending order in here. As for the stop loss, now it's wider because I don't have any choice. I wish I could get a fill in here, but let's see if I can get a fill in this gap because there's another gap in here. I added 5 more micro. I'm not sure if it can fill that gap, but if it does, that would be even bigger and better because I will be having 2 micro contracts or 2 standard contracts for this trade. Now I am risking $590 to get $570. I want to bring my stop a bit lower to make it one-to-one trade. I will be content with $500. It is taking longer than what I expected. I don't want to hold it more. I want to bring my stop to break even and cover the commissions, which is around $140. Okay, that's it. All right, profit is hit. Let me explain the last trade to you guys. So the last trade was based on these 3 bullish candles. We're on a downtrend and we have 3 bullish candles. What I did was, first and foremost, I measured these 3 candles. The mean threshold. The mean threshold also slightly above it, we have a volume imbalance, a gap that shows aggressive sellers. The price returned into this. We have a tail. I sold at the highs. We have a tail, an inside candle. And then we had another bearish. This candle went inside and closed bearish. I added to my short positions and targeted this pivot low because all these tails that were coming in the market were making the liquidity below this level thinner, and I still seek for a bullish setup, but I won't be bullish till the price takes this liquidity. And this liquidity, I show you where it is. It exists below this low, which is the value area low. As you can see in the volume profile, we have a thick volume in here. So this area is protected, but the liquidity is thin, slightly below this low. Therefore, it is logic for the price to get below here and then go higher. At the highs, we have these equal highs, very legit target. So the market is engineering long orders and engineering trap sellers. We have equal highs at above. That's a target for bullish, for bulls. And we have equal lows in here. So one fast move to the downside and then break above this will convince me to go long on Nasdaq. So I will update this video once that happens, and if not, we will wait until New York session. Guys, part 2. We broke below that trend line, not a trend line, support or feeding zone, which is here. This area is also backed by previous point of control. In my previous videos, I talked and I mentioned about the dynamic point of control. So please go back and watch that episode. We are having a bounce, also increase in the volume right here. But I want to see some sort of a new fair value gap, an impulsive move above this support, and most importantly, my method, I always check the candle or a chain of candle that resulted in the bearish or bullish breakout. I like to highlight them. I like to measure them because those are the institution's footprint. If they want to revert or change the trend, they will utilize those chain of candles as an order block to plan their long orders. For example, this 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, I have to highlight them like this. And what I want to see, what I want to have is the mean threshold. So once I have a breakthrough above this black line, which was the form of support, I will check if we have impulsive candle, if we have strong bullish candle. And then on a return back to the mean threshold, I will leave my pending order. And that's my method. However, on the other hand, this is a high risk trade because I do not see any divergence between the price and the volume. The volume shows, yep, the breakout is legit. However, I do like to check the momentum indicator. I want to see if I have any kind of divergence in the momentum. No divergence. Momentum also made a new low. Also here. But let's do price action because not always cumulative volume delta can tell a reversal. Here, these are legit targets. Would be my first target if I go long. The level I'm looking is a break above this Fibonacci level, which is 50% of this range. That's around $27,405. But I don't like tiny candles in this range. I want a big body candle to rip through the 50% of this candle. That's what I want to see. But this candle right here, last big bearish candle, look at the volume. The volume is bigger and higher right here. So if this candle wants to take the high of this one, it should be with speed and strength. Now we have a full body close candle. You see that the top or the high of this candle doesn't have any tail. That's a sign of strength. And the new candle opened with a gap. You see that? So these are the strength footprint of institutional activities that they are planning to go long or perhaps at least take these highs. Here we are, third part. The price has broke above this trend line. I'm sorry, this horizontal line. So far we're waiting. Also, this uptick in movement, this bullish leg is making equal lows. These could be targeted during New York session. I will be live during New York session, so please do not miss that. Let's draw that 50% line one more time. The target is $27,463. Let's make it $100 even. I would like to bring this stop higher, secure $50. Okay, trade closed $85. That was the last close. Let's go to our statement, see what we have done today during the morning session on April 27th, 2026. Here we are. Let me remove myself. Here we are today. We're up by $1,092 for the morning session. It's not that bad for the first day of the week. I only traded Nasdaq today. I will be online and streaming during the New York session today. Until next episode, I wish you all a good day. Stay safe, stay observant, and I will see you soon.